Hello, everyone. My excitement knows no bounds, especially when Pluto is going direct in my sign of Capricorn today. It's taught me many lessons. One of the biggest lessons is that there are no endings, it's just the beginnings of newness and freshness in your life. The planets, when in transit, relatively affect all the zodiacs. Today, we work on what messages the Pluto Direct is transmitting. Pluto Direct urges you to reclaim your power. It's time to face your truth as clarity sets in. It gives you the strength to start afresh. The outer planets perpetuate us in breaking our self created barriers that restrict our growth. Now, Saturn helps us in recognizing our limits and urges us to strengthen the structure of our life through our inner beliefs. So, if you realize in the olden times, Saturn was the last planet visible by the naked eye. As the world progressed, so did our knowledge. So, with the discovery of Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, we realized that there was more to us. These three planets perpetuated us in breaking our barriers so that we could be limitless in our endeavors. By listening to the promptness of our inner self, which is our highest conscious, we are better able to gain clarity and achieve our purpose or goals. Now, while Saturn sets limits and condenses our energy into matter, Uranus rules thinking beyond the limits. It propagates freedom by calling for improvement in the existing circumstances, a desire to be free from all restrictions. Whereas Neptune further instigates our instincts by increasing our sensitivity that gives birth to our creativity, which, when manifested, liberates us from the outdated, rigid structures. It helps us in understanding that newness in any form brings us freshness in life, which keeps us happy, motivated, and engaged productively. Now, after the desire for freedom perpetuated by Uranus manifested through our own unique Neptunian creativity, Pluto helps in empowering us by felicitating in eliminating or decluttering what does not work for us and then pushing us forward into manifesting the new thoughts which not only give us clarity but enables us in becoming the person we truly feel from within. This is also termed as spiritual evolution, thereby gaining empowerment from within when we take control and responsibility of our actions. Now, the way I understand and advocate is that these powerful planets, when they nudge our inner core while transiting, helps us construct a personal freedom, creating empowerment from within. Shortcuts never work because they are more or less ego driven. Gaining a control of life and being responsible of your actions gives an inner sense of satisfaction, pride, and happiness. The Libra season taught us all about balancing one's energies. I believe and feel that by accepting the fact that life isn't easy, but can be made relatively easy by adhering to the impressions of the planets as they transit in the sky. Now, a brief of the days gone by as we are prepared to face the forward spin of Pluto and how its energy reflects on us as individuals. It's important to understand our personal planets that give shape to our attitude or that help us build our attitude. On October 4th, Mercury's move into the Libra urged us to use prudence and discretion in all relationships. Our feelings got activated when Venus moved into Virgo on October 8th. Even though the discomfort that Venus feels with the critical Virgo, yet we are advised to give vent to our feelings and speak our truth because Mercury in Libra supports and helps us in articulating our words, making way for clear communications, thereby mitigating all the harshness in relationships. The next big move is made by none other than evolutionary Pluto, who emerges from the retrograde in Capricorn today, the October 10th, 2023. It actually sets the scene in motion. This expedites the transformation process from deep within. Now, during the retrograde, it gave clarity to our own perspectives of life, be it in relationships or career. Now, when these generational planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, are transiting, they affect all of us. How we respond or react depends upon every individual sensitivity and core strength. Some get shaken badly, and some have the ability to control one reaction and utilize the disruptions by making constructive amends. React we all will in one degree or the other, as following on the heels on the 12th of October, the Fury Mars moves into proactive, passionate sign of Scorpio. Soon after, on the 14th, with lunar solar eclipse in Libra, we are pushed into paying attention and learning the art of balance in the personal and professional life. So, Pluto Direct urges us to let go of the past gracefully. We may either be letting go of an attachment or career while embarking on a new journey or venture. So, when Mercury and the Sun are in conjunction in Libra on October 19, it throws some important insight on personal and professional spheres. Now, these two planets will both transit in close proximity by the time Scorpio season arrives on October 23rd, making an extra intense period. As if three personal planets, the Sun, Mercury, and Mars, in this moody and mysterious sign wasn't enough, the month ends with a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus on October 28th. So now the Pluto is actually encouraging us to change our circumstances through our personal habits, which we are able to imbibe by listening to the advice of our personal planets. This is a final chance to crystallize our worth in a particular situation. So, while there is an internal focus, the outer world will seem chaotic, which could have an effect in both our personal lives and the world around us. Starting this month and in the coming months, it's important to be more level headed and justify your actions. Get clarity in your communications while being open in receiving others' ideas. Hear as much as you like to be heard. Play your cards without being critical of others. It's okay not to appreciate, but make sure you do not sit judgment on others. So, when Pluto is direct, it's time to come out of your shadow self and face life with equanimity, strength, and clarity. The following 3 to 4 months urges us to reclaim our personal power and embrace the change that has occurred in our life, whether it was internal or external. So, by adopting and adapting the new norm, we can still manifest our dreams through new strategies. Never give up is the advice that needs to be adhered and followed. Change your strategies as you realize that old ones didn't work. All dreams can be attained, especially when we believe in them. What is important is to learn new lessons and apply them with confidence. So, after spending 15 years in the ambitious sign of Capricorn, Pluto will finally exit Capricorn and its Saturnian energies only on January 20th, 2024. So we have a chance to set ourselves up for success as we realize our true and core powers comes from within. Believe in yourself, your strength only. Then will you be able to give shape to your ideas when Pluto moves into the air energy of Aquarius. Take advantage of the Mars now as it speeds our energies into adapting and utilizing our strength constructively and productively. The solar eclipse basically cleans up, shakes up everything so that the dust that clouds our perception clears up, giving clarity and light for new beginnings. You will experience a mix of bitter sadness as situations end and sweet excitement as you envision the new beginnings. Experience the heady mix and live the journey courageously from darkness to light. As we embark towards new horizons, Mercury delves deep into our thoughts, bringing to light the truth of Venus, recognizing our connection with our hearts. So, when passions are high, we can get lost in a spiral of our own thoughts and emotions. Direct Pluto teaches us to stop thinking and just feel. We will have the ability to align our thoughts, words, and actions with our intuition. So while Pluto direct is encouraging us to start afresh, the sun is slowly and steadily pushing us to look within and gain confidence in our abilities. By the end of the month of October, when the eclipse season ends and Pluto has gained its direct momentum, it's time for the change of our karmas, both collectively and individually. It's about being brave enough to assert yourself and to stand up for your own truths and conviction. The important truth about this combined transits of other planets with Pluto going direct is to pay attention to our self worth and endeavor to coagulate our status so that we resurrect our energies in a more optimistic and positive way. It's not only about how we define success and value, but how we represent or express it on a daily basis. Use your charisma, use your charm and grace to get across the barriers without being provoked or getting caught in verbal banter. Time to time, getting into your own space will rejuvenate your energies. Let go what doesn't work. Take courage and shed the old to gain something new. Trust the universal intelligence that urges you to move forward without looking back. Be direct and firm like Pluto. Give vent to your imagination and creativity, however stupid it may seem. That is the opinion of others. You believe what you want to believe. Networking is important. Making friends or giving it a name can be built with them later. Which basically, I mean, don't get into relationships, into building relationships. Build making new friends, which can turn into relationships later on. Be willing to completely commit to your goals. This period is like throttling and accelerating up your engine while thrusting it forward. Your personal drive is what matters in the coming months. The transit favors the bold and courageous, so don't waver your intuition aside. Pay attention to the voice within. Build strategies without plotting, scheming, or manipulating. As Pluto has grilled in us the art and learnings of letting go, so it's an opportune moment to also let go of your need to be constantly a ready reckoner. Take it easy. Honor your feelings as they are your greatest assets, greatest strength in paving way for your success. Being transparent and clear in your thoughts will help you see the larger, the bigger picture, and it may feel like you're working towards making a difference in the world. So be the change that you want to see in the world. Liberation always comes through release. Focus on your career if you feel that needs a direction. Whether you're splitting up or coming together, know that it's all a part of your destined journey. Now is the time to put your ideas and actions to good use. Embrace the unknown and go after what you truly desire. Take up leadership roles by first becoming a leader who's responsible for leading one's own life. These transits are ideal for getting in touch with your inner realm and familiarizing yourself with your intuition. With a new vision and new approaches, you may end up reaching some long standing goals. Let this be a time of exploration and experimentation. Embrace change even if those around you protest it. Your courage and self confidence will gradually gain momentum. Be expressive with your feelings as you realize it's much better to face situations and address them rather than ignoring and throwing them over your shoulder or on the back burner. Time of staying inspired and in touch with your spiritual side. There are larger forces at play, and you have all the equipment to tune in into the universal energies. For more clarity, you could always reach out to me through my website, www.dollymanghat.com. As I sign off, encouraging you to take advantage of the universal intelligence, keep in mind that I will always endeavor to make life easy and conducive for you. Stay blessed.